There's my audience of 8. Okay. I'm going to pass it on. My name is Michael Lesmus, and this is my Anti-Socialism Speech. What is socialism? Socialism is defined as a range of economic and social systems characterized by social ownership and democratic control of means of production. There are two main kinds of socialism, non-market and market socialism. But they both share the social ownership part of their common element. Socialism promises healthcare to all, increases the welfare state, and other promises in exchange for heavy taxation. The basic concept is to tax the rich to give to the poor. If socialism is so great, then why do people from other countries try to flee to the United States of America? Capitalism. Socialism portrays capitalism as an arch enemy. Capitalism, whether crony capitalism or free market capitalism, are very different. Crony capitalism is what goes on in Washington today, where the bureaucrats in Washington lobby for their rights for corporate welfare. Corporate welfare is when they use our tax money to bail out big banks or their corporations. These are special interest groups we have in Congress that aren't good for the economy. This is the bad rap that capitalism gets. True capitalism is free market capitalism. That's if somebody wants to start a small business, they have the right to do so with the government not interfering and taxing them so heavily that they won't be able to start a business. This is the big difference between free market capitalism and crony capitalism. Healthcare. One of the biggest questions in our presidential debate today is healthcare a right? Currently, we have Bernie Sanders, who is a democratic socialist, who's claiming that healthcare is a right. Sounds generous. Let's give our tax money to fund the healthcare state. Although I think healthcare is a human right that we should help with, I think we should leave it to the private entities, and here's why. Take Canada for example. They have social medicine. You might wait in the ER for hours upon hours for a routine thing that will be in and out, say in an urgent center. Our insurance programs were broken before. I'm not saying our healthcare didn't have issues before, but the Affordable Care Act really changed the insurance industry. One of the biggest things I agree with President Obama in doing was allowing for people with pre-existing medical conditions to be approved. That regulates private companies from not declining people with pre-existing medical conditions. Those people before that did not have insurance based off their pre-existing medical condition. I want to talk to you guys today about redistribution of wealth. Socialism, essentially, is redistribution of wealth. It's stealing from the rich to give to the poor. Again, it sounds generous. Today, billions of dollars go in from private organizations, church groups, and private entities that give money to help out the poor. This isn't spoken about by politicians. I like to refer to JFK's quote when you're thinking of socialism. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Taxation is forced by the government. They're forcing you to pay your taxes. If you don't pay your taxes, you go to jail. With private charity, you're giving your money voluntarily to help other individuals. This is the big difference between relying on government and you donating by choice. In conclusion, socialism sounds great, but it doesn't work. Capitalism is a driving force of innovation and provides people the opportunity to start a small business and become wealthy. After all, that is the American dream. Some people say that if you have the means to finance and start your own business, you're wealthy. To start a business today, with all the regulation, it gets harder and harder every year. Government should not tell us how to run our business, but should stay out of it. The healthcare business and the private industry. Socialism destroys country by destroying the innovation and taking money from the small business owners and the hardworking people like yourself and myself. And this is why I'm against socialism. Thank you.
Again, my audience of 8. Thank you guys. One applause. All right.